How many years have you been working in your career? Is it 5? Is it 10? Maybe 15 or 20 years? And in all that time, you've solved problems at work that most people couldn't even see coming. You have navigated boardrooms, managed budgets, led teams, built systems, and delivered results. And what did you get for all of it? A salary, a title, maybe a little bonus. Now, here's what nobody tells you. The skills you used to earn that salary, they are worth far more than your employer is paying you for them. And the fact that you are watching this video right now tells me something. It tells me there's a part of you that already knows this truth. You just don't know what to do with it yet. That's exactly what this video is going to fix. My name is Coach Richard Olo, Sierra Ode, to the people who know me. And if you're a corporate professional watching this for the very first time, you are exactly in the right place. Stay with me because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the starting point that every professional needs, but almost nobody gives you. And when you see it, everything is going to make sense in a way it never has before. Here's the trap that almost every smart professional falls into. I mean the brilliant ones, the CPAs, the HR executives, the engineers, the finance directors, the technology leaders, the people who actually carry the organization on their shoulders. The trap is this. You have been trained your whole career to see your skills as a tool for your employer. So you show up, you deliver, you solve, you leave. And you repeat this Monday to Friday. And somewhere along the way, you start believing, consciously or unconsciously, that your value only exists inside the walls of your job. That is the lie. And that lie is costing you not just money, but freedom. Now, I know what some of you are already thinking. You're thinking, Sierra, I've thought about this. I have looked at courses. I have considered freelancing, maybe a side hustle, but I'm busy. I don't have a big audience. I don't know where to start. You have all this crazy thing. And here's the good news. And stay with me here because this is the part that changes everything. You don't need all of that you're telling me about. Not a big following, not a course, not to quit your job. By the end of this video, I'm going to hand you a two-phase process, something I have refined over a decade working with professionals across Africa and beyond, that gives you a clear, executable starting point. Not someday, starting today. So, will you keep watching? I hope so. Let me tell you where I come from, because I want you to understand that I'm not talking theory here. Back in 2013, I was a university student in Uganda studying statistics, and someone invited me to a business breakfast event that was hosting Dr. Miles Monroe. Now, this event had a ticket price, 150,000 Ugandan shillings. That was $100 at that time. I was a student. $100 was serious money for me. But I paid it. And I was the only student in that room, surrounded by executives, business owners, professionals. And Dr. Monroe walked onto the stage and said something that I've never forgotten. He said, "Your gift was not given to serve your employer. Your gift was given to serve the world." So that $100 breakfast changed the direction of my life. I'm a statistician by training. Numbers, data, analysis. That was my world. But I realized that day, I wasn't called for numbers. I was called for people. And everything I've done since then has been about helping people turn what they already know into something the world can pay them for. I built a coaching community with over 30,000 members across Africa in personal financing. I co-founded a telemedicine company called NetDog because after my father passed from a heart attack in 2018, my brother and I realized remote access to doctors could save lives. We grew it to 4 countries, called NetDog. And then in 2024, I came back fully to my calling, coaching professionals like you, because this is the work that makes me come alive. And here's what over a decade of working with hundreds of corporate professionals across this continent and beyond has taught me. And I need you to write this down. Your corporate career has not just been giving you a paycheck, it has been building an asset, an invisible asset, and most professionals never learn how to unlock it. Let me show you why most corporate professionals who want to monetize their expertise never get off the ground, and it's not what you think. You know, in the movie Good Will Hunting, where Matt Damon plays this janitor at MIT who is a mathematical genius. The guy is solving equations on chalkboards that PhD students can't touch, but he's mopping floors. And you know why? Because nobody had showed him the bridge between what he had and what the world needed. That's most corporate professionals today. You are the genius janitor. You have extraordinary capacity. But without the bridge, the capacity just sits there. Now, here's the bridge problem I see over and over again. Professionals try to go from point A, that is their skills, straight to point Z, that's making money. They jump straight to, let me start a business, let me create a course, let me build a brand. And they get overwhelmed and stop because they skipped the most important step. They skipped point B through D. And here is what those missing letters are. B is identifying which of your skills has sellable demand. C is understanding who specifically has that problem. D is packaging it in a way that people will pay you for. Most people skip B, C, and D. They go from I have skills straight to let me sell something. And it doesn't work. And then they conclude, I guess this isn't for me. See, the key point here is this. The gap is not motivation. The gap is not time. The gap is not audience size. The gap is a missing framework for going from raw skill to sellable offer. That's the bridge. And that's exactly what I'm about to give to you. All right, here it is. This is the framework I have used to help hundreds of professionals across Africa and the world go from I have valuable skills to I have a profitable offer that I can sell right now. I call it the two-phase offer builder for busy professionals. And the reason I built it for busy professionals is simple. You don't have time to experiment. You need a structured path, not a theory. So phase one, in my phase one is extraction. Yes, phase one is called extraction. This is where we go into your career, your years of experience, your daily responsibilities, the problems you solve, and we excavate the gold that's already there. Here's what most people don't realize. Your corporate skills are not generic. They are specific. They are contextual. And that specificity is exactly what makes them valuable to someone who doesn't have them. What do I mean? Think about this. If you're a director of finance, like one of my clients, a CPA client I work with, you don't just know finance. You know financial reporting clarity. You know how to make donor-funded budget reports readable for boards and international stakeholders. See, that's not generic. That's a very specific skill that nonprofits and international organizations need desperately and struggle to find. So in phase one, we ask 3 questions. Question number 1, what problem do I solve repeatedly at work? Question number 2, who else has that problem outside my organization? Question number 3, and how urgent is that problem for them? You are not inventing anything. You are discovering what you already have. So this brings me to phase 2. Our phase 2 is called packaging. Yes, my phase 2 is packaging. So this is where we take what you extracted and turn it into an offer. Like something structured, named, priced, and deliverable. Now, an offer is not a resume. An offer is not a LinkedIn post. An offer is a clear promise. I take you from point A, where you are suffering, to point B, where you want to be, and I do it through a defined process, in a defined time frame, at a defined price. Think about my other client, Catherine Mahome. She's the co-founder of the Africa Insurance Women Association, holds the highest professional insurance qualification you can get, and has decades of experience leading insurance organizations. When she came to me, she was giving her expertise away in pieces. A talk here, a consultation there. After phase 2, she packaged it into the Insurance Leadership Accelerator, a structured offer, a clear promise, a specific audience, and a price that reflects the transformation she delivers, not just the hour she spends. That's the difference between being an expert and being a profitable professional. So if I were to summarize what I've just said, the two phases, phase 1 is extraction. Dig into your career skills to find the specific sellable problems you solve. Phase 2 is packaging. Turn that raw skill into a structured offer with a clear transformation, a defined audience, and a price that matches the value. Let me give you a few more names. Real people who were exactly where you are right now. Ruth Mangu is a CPA and a certified HR professional, currently an HR manager in one of the public institutions. She's credentialized, respected, but she was burned out. She knew there was work she was built to do, meaningful work, that the corporate structure just wasn't giving her. After going through this process with Ruth built an offer around something deeply personal and deeply needed, helping burned out corporate professionals find work that actually aligns with who they are. She's now doing that work on her own terms. Look at Catherine Oshako, was formerly a head of technology. She experienced one of the hardest things that can happen to a professional. She lost her job, was fired, and ashamed. And instead of letting that break her, she turned that experience into a calling. She now helps women who have had their worlds shattered by betrayal, dismissal, or shame rise again using what she calls her comeback code. From crisis to clarity, from shame to strength. See, these are not exceptional people. They are people exactly like you, with years of experience, real expertise, and a desire for more. The only difference is they had a framework and a coach who could walk them through. You already have what they had. You just need the same starting point they had. Remember at the beginning of this video, I told you that I was going to give you a starting point. Not someday, starting today. Now here it is. Pull out your phone right now. Open your note app or grab a piece of paper. I want you to write down right now 3 problems you solve regularly at your job that people outside your organization also have. Don't overthink it. Don't filter it. Just write down. Just write it now. Because here's what I want you to understand. You're not starting from zero. You are starting from years. Talk about years of knowledge, experience, relationships, patterns, and results. The people who need what you know don't have what you have. And they would pay right now for someone like you to help them. Think about Tony Stark. Didn't build his first Iron Man suit in a Stark Industries lab. He built it in a cave with scraps because the genius was never in the equipment. It was always in him. Your expertise is the arc reactor. The offer is just the suit. Now, if you're watching this and you want to go further, not just the starting point, but the full process, I want to invite you for my live Tuesday evening workshop. Yes, join me personally live, where I work with professionals to go through the full 2-phase offer builder, build the offer from scratch, package it properly, and position it in the market without quitting their jobs, without needing a big audience, and without starting from zero. The link is in the description below. Click it and I will be able to see you in the live Zoom. But before you go, I need you to do one more thing. Drop a comment below. Tell me what industry you work in. Just the industry, nothing more, because I want to see you. And I want you to know that wherever you are, there is an offer waiting inside your career that you haven't unlocked yet. Now, if you have not yet subscribed to this our channel, share this video with one colleague who needs to hear it. And guess what? I will see you in the next one.